All right, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Speed Gaming fans. I'm WXFan21, joined by the PC 1997. Just gonna go by PC. PC, how you doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
Fantastic. I hope everyone is ready. We got ourselves a fun one here. It is Storm versus Jungle Boss, and today we got alternate settings, which is gonna make things very, very interesting. PC, why don't you tell the folks what alt settings means?
Oh my gosh, I love alternate settings. So, unlike a standard game where we just start at landing site, we have a completely randomized location for starting, and some randomized starting items as well to make sure that we can accurately navigate the world without getting soft locked. And then elevators, along with all the obvious items. Elevators are randomized. They do have to move world between worlds, so you can't get in a Chozo elevator and end up back in Chozo. But you could get in the Chozo elevator and end up anywhere in Mines, Fendrana. We've got, I mean, it's a really, you have to think on the fly. That's why I love it so much. And it looks like we're starting off right away in
Let's see
Fendrana.
where we're starting today. Oh,
Oh, whoa!
Blaster and Wave
We are
Beam!
starting at Quarantine Cave with Plasma and Wave, and it looks like
Let's
neither of them want to
go.
do Thardus.
No morph.
Oh, that's right, no morph. Okay.
No
We
morph.
do have Plasma, which is great for Thardus, but yeah, you're right. We don't have the Morph Ball, and we were not at the right end of the tunnel, so wow. It also looks like we got our item icons back. They had shifted a couple weeks ago, and I honestly liked this format better. Watch it storm. A reset from jungle.
We are working on the item backgrounds. But this is a pretty interesting start. I mean, Wave and Plasma opens up quite a lot, especially with random two-way elevators.
Right. And without Morph Ball, there's only this. We're gonna have to orphan some checks like Courtyard, like Thardus. But we've got Fendrana Canyon, we've got Ice Ruins. Oh, and there's Logical Launcher in Ruins. I believe that's East.
Fantastic. Being told this is the layout, and unfortunately there is nothing we can do about the trackers. So use your imaginations.
Okay, so oh, space jump. This world just keeps
Boots,
getting more
boots,
and more
boots, boots,
open.
boots, boots.
Do we really just need Morph Ball?
I mean, morph would be nice.
Well, they could also check where that elevator goes to, which it looks like that's what Storm's doing now, because it's not going to be to Magmor unless Varia is close at hand. And oh, it is still to Magmor, but it's the Magmor workstation debris elevator, so that is going to be closed off to us until we get our power bombs.
Power bombs are so cool.
Can you see what that is in the lighthouse? It looks. Is it knee tank?
It's bright. Let's say I can't tell.
I
It
thought I
looks like a
saw
Notroid.
purple, but
Looks
oh,
like a
it could
Notroid.
very well be a Notroid. Yeah. Ooh, Morph Ball bombs.
Let's go. Samus, force yourself into a morph ball. Do it, Samus. You know you want
Where
to.
where's left to check?
Over there.
Does it have to be Morph Ball here in Fen Canyon?
Uh, probably.
I don't know where else it could
We,
be.
no, we have boots. Oh, there's ball, there's ball, there's ball, there's ball. Okay.
Okay. All right, Morph Ball in Fendrana Canyon. Now they have bombs, so
To
PB
Thardis?
on Thardis?
To Thardis?
I want to say PB on Thardis, but it could also be
Let's
Spider. It could
go!
be Vanilla, because they can't get out without Grapple or Spider.
K-Rar does love some Thardis fights. Right, K-Rar? Shout out K-Rar, who's hanging out in Twitch chat with us live. If you're watching this on YouTube, two things. One, hi YouTube. Second, come join us over every Sunday. We usually have a Metroid Prime Rando race, except for the second Sunday of the month, which is the CGC race. Storm now making their way on over into Chozo Ice Temple.
Nice, and we won't have to leave this the statue check because we have plasma going in, and we have wave, so we can get out of Chapel of the Elders if it's something we want. Always stuff you have to consider when sequence breaking the game wide open. Oh, and there's Varia.
Well, we can go to Magmore.
We can definitely go to Magmore. Gonna check Chapel first. I always have a hard time seeing this item because they're able to get it, the racers are able to get a look at it real quick, and I'm just like, what was that? But that's, see, I was gonna say missile.
It's Spider.
It is Spider.
So, I just got to give a shout out to, once again, K-Rar Twitch, who is clearly ignoring me in Twitch chat, and that's totally okay. Bahag apparently thinks I gave his Twitch chat, his YouTube a shout out. John YouTube. I don't even know what a John YouTube is. We're just having fun over here on the weekly. By the way, 5 people competing in today's weekly. The participants are, of course, Storm and Jungle Boss, but there's also Alexander HD, Steve, aka Predator749, and also Sunwoo Farmer. We're going to see which of these 5 racers are not only going to win the overall weekly, but which of these 2 racers here on the restream are going to be able to win the restream. I did say hi, YouTube.
You did. So there's Spider in Chapel of the Elders, and I love to have Plasma Beam going into Fendrana because it just makes the entire area a lot more trivial.
I like to have Plasma Beam, period.
Well, period, yeah. But why the developers decided to make Thardis extra vulnerable to the Plasma Beam when you're not supposed to have it? I just love those guys looking out for sequence breakers. Oh, that was like a triple bounce missile. Bounced off the bamboo, back at the door, bounced off the door, back through the bamboo. Oh, watch it, Jungle Boss. Watch it. They haven't found any E this race.
20 E-tanks incoming, you got it.
I mean, it'd be a little more comfortable.
Nah, these racers don't need no stinking energy tanks. Where we're going, we don't need E-tanks.
As you say that, drops to 10.
Okay, Jungle Boss made
But these guys got this. Yeah, you're right, they've got it. And is this going to be a vanilla E-tank back at Courtyard? Or are we going to see something else? Supers!
Oh,
so they don't have to warp to start to fight Thardis. They can actually get to the room the intended way.
Pens loaded.
It really is. Anyone else? Ice Beam on Thardis? All beams in less than 11 minutes?
Anytime Drake London would love to catch a touchdown would be amazing. I'm just going to say that now. I don't need this. I think you're right. I like to have you know. Baja's trolling. The rest of Twitch chat is trolling. I don't need this. I can go back to watching football on a Sunday. I don't need this a boost chat. No, I'm kidding.
I think you're right, KR Twitch. Originally, Thardis was meant to be the big boss of Magmore Caverns, but they moved it here, and Magmore never got a boss. One of the reasons it was my favorite area first time playing through, because there was no big boss, and then
I love how chat says I was volunteered to commentate. I was voluntold, okay?
You.
Only kidding, but wow, that's boost ball that we saw. It wasn't a knee tank and it wasn't a notch right. It was a tiny boost ball that was
That was
hiding in
boost
lighthouse.
ball, so
Look,
it had.
look at
That's
the
why it had the little
tracker.
glow.
We have all
That's why it
morph
had the
ball
glow.
upgrades, boosts, bombs, Varia. Fen is loaded.
There is no. I mean, we have Varia, so we could go to Magmor, but there's no reason to. Fen is providing everything we could ever want. Yep, just disintegrate all of these pirates. All these She-Goths. So jungle is ahead in the labs, like went into labs first, but never got spider or boost. So Storm could potentially catch up with the boost ball in all these little tunnels. But we're gonna see what's on control tower, observatory, and research core.
Yep, 5 checks here.
I really want to see Thardus though. Like, if research core is dead, maybe warp to start in observatory save station and take on Thardus.
Thardus. I mean, let's
Okay.
face it, you do not want to fight Thardus if you don't have to. Long boss
That's
fight,
true. It
no
is
power
quite a bit of a
bombs.
time suck.
Yep.
But it's also right next to warp to start, so if they need to, it's not going to be too difficult to get it later on.
Now again, you could always go into Qmon and get you could go to Quarantine Monitor. You could get that item. You could also find the last elevator location and see where
That's
that
true.
goes.
Yeah, if the other elevator doesn't go to Talon, then leaving Thardus to the end, if it turns out to be required, it could be quite a trek back.
I also think if you're already there at that elevator, with the way we've seen Fen being loaded, I think it might be worthwhile to risk it for the biscuit to go to Farfen.
Yeah,
It's just a thought.
there's just so many checks there.
5 checks in Farfen. I understand one's power bomb locked, but you still have the 2 in Grav Chamber. You've got the 1 in the water, and then you've got the 2 in Fendrana's Edge.
Vanilla thermal. Oh, that would be so funny, Loud. Oh, that's right, because we don't have ice. So we would have to go through, we'd have to backtrack all of this, or I guess warp to start, if we wanted to go to Farfen, unless we found ice in Research Core.
You know, one of these days, Metroid players are gonna just listen to me and have Samus learn how to teleport. I know I say it as a joke, but, who knows, maybe we're gonna get that ability in Prime 4, considering we've got some really weird stuff happening in Prime 4. I'm not a fan of the telekinesis piece. What about you? Doesn't seem Metroid to me.
Well, I mean, it kind of seems in the same vein as, like, the Eon abilities, and that bike looks sick. Oh, there's thermal! And a vanilla E-Tank just in time. There is thermal. I'm looking forward to Prime 4. I am so psyched for it. Got it on pre-order. I cannot wait.
I look forward to seeing people run it. I don't have a Nintendo Switch, so I will not be getting it. But the graphics look beautiful. It's like the first time that you ever saw Prime 1, and it just kind of like caught you by like just off guard how beautiful the scenery is.
And then you saw Prime Remastered, and the textures.
And then that became even better.
Beautiful.
Oh,
oh, you're right. Infinite in the Twitch chat. Infinite speed is kind of like teleporting. Quick boost, and you get everything in the room instantly because your morph ball is everywhere, all at once.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Every item, everywhere, all at once with infinite speed.
I see what you did there.
I love infinite speed in Magma Pool to get an early PB. I don't think it's too much faster to do it in Chapel of the Elders to get Artifact of Sun, but
K-Ra is the goat at infinite speed. Just saying. Right, K-Ra? K-Ra's like, what are you talking about?
oh, 120 frames per second Metroid Prime.
We have a tracker!
Hey!
Thank you, the Divine. We appreciate your hard work. Give the Divine a shout out in chat. Got us our tracker back. And now Marin doesn't just have to look at buttons. Marin can go hang out and see a screen. Make sure you give the racers a follow, !R, as the PC just dropped that in chat. And of course, give the commentary and tracking teams a follow. Oh, so it was Marin who was trolling me. You know what, Marin? I don't need this either!
I regret nothing.
Listen, it's a community weekly. You gotta have a little bit of fun. Alright, so we're gonna warp to start. I do think this is a Thardus play, or it's gonna be a play for the other elevator. That's exactly what Storm is doing.
Yeah, and I assume it's gonna be check Qmon first, and if the other elevator isn't useful, then it's gonna have to be Thardus, because I think we've checked everything else.
Yep. Thardus! Let's
yes!
Go. Alright, listen up, Twitch chat, lock in, it's Rock's time. Lock in.
Yeah, Spider in Mama Sheegoth's room, which is interesting because after you defeat Thardus, this is becomes the habitat of another Mama Sheegoth. So maybe Mama Sheegoth just always owned Spider Ball, and then Thardus came in and took it. You never know.
You know, maybe Thardus just likes to share.
Well, I don't see the Sheegoth here the first time. It comes back after Thardus is gone. We're just, you know, Samus is helping Sheegoth take back their natural their territory.
Take it back!
Their native habitat. Because the pirates came into this wonderful, beautiful cave we have, and just dropped a hunk of radioactive rock, driving out the Sheegoths. So we gotta, you know, get him back. Thardus is just renting the area. Once he's gone, Sheegoth takes out the next loan.
Did I tell you all that we like to have fun here?
We love it. So it's gotta be... Well, I don't know if there's any number of items Thardus could be. But we are making quick work with the charged plasma beam. Where was Boost? Was Boost in... Boost was in the lighthouse?
Boost was the lighthouse item.
Okay, so Jungle does have it. Alright, Thardus throwing a temper tantrum right before the last rock, and we're gonna see what this item is. Even if you avoid all of the rocks that Thardus throws at you, you cannot avoid the one that taps Samus on the helmet after the fight.
Yeah!
Alright. What is it? Ooh!
Souls!
Just a missile expansion. And we don't have grapple, but we are able to use a slope jump here. And really close. I haven't actually seen this one before, but it looks high enough. It just must be a tight jump.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it looks tall. It looks high enough, but it must be really. Yeah, Baja Blood saying it's a pretty bad trick. Yeah, if you get it first try or first or second try, it is faster than spidering and then using a scan dash, but at this rate, that might be the faster play to get up here. Hey, there we go. Storm gets it. Nice.
And gets
And
nothing!
comes across a Metroid.
In the words of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory from Willy Wonka, you get nothing! Good day to you, sir!
You lose.
You lose!
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir!
I mean, he did go through a lot just to find a successor, and then they all took his technology and were going to sell it to the highest bidder, so he was a bit frustrated in the moment.
You
And then
think?
Charlie's like, nah, I'd rather have the factory than a single everlasting gobstopper. Oh, I didn't even see what the elevator was. Storm just took it. I guess that it's all we have to do, unless you wanted to go to Magmore. And this is Main Plaza elevator, and we have everything we could need.
Well, we did say we needed to find something.
Yep, we have supers, so we can check the tree right away. We have wave beams, so we can go and get Tower of Light right away and see if it's Tower of Progression or Tower of Nothing.
Powerbomb expansion. First PB of the
The
season.
only thing that's really unable... Oh, and a PB expansion, that's huge. So the only thing that's really locked here is going to be Ice Beam. Is going to be the Ice Beam check in Call of the Elders.
Very nice, by the way. Storm finds an artifact inside a vault.
That is good. I always thought...
A powerbomb.
Oh, that's true. Edge is now open if we go through Thardus as opposed to waiting for Ice Beam. Just missiles. Gonna head over to Tower of Light. Now, I always love to see a good item on Tower of Light.
So, just real quick, we're officially back on SpeedGaming 4 now. Refresh if you haven't. What did you all miss? You missed a Legends of Hidden Temple reference. You missed a second Powerbomb expansion. But anyway, as we were saying, the Farfendrana play looking better and better right now that we have two Powerbomb expansions and another E-Tank. So, there you go.
So, you cut right before the vault entrance. Yeah, the vault was a... artifact, and there was also an artifact on Hive Mecha, so that's how Storm has two. Hour of Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, definitely
Don't
not
like to see it,
progression. I think that second Powerbomb expansion might be the only Powerbombs we're going to get for these racers this season. I'm just calling it now. Two very early expansions. Mains could very well be late. We could have a late phase on. Could very well be Farfendrana. And I mean, again, let's face it, Farfendrana, I've called it a couple times already. That was 5 checks you could have gotten. 4 you could have gotten. 1 was Powerbomb locked. If mains are there, different story. If you somehow were able to find a suit back there is another story. But Storm headed back. It looks like Storm wants this other elevator.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say I'm a little confused by this play. Or could be doing early wild. No. I was going to say doing Flagra backwards, but again, there's no reason to spend that time if we don't know it's something that we need. So, coming back for this other elevator. And now that we have... Yeah, now we have PBs. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense. What do we have on Workstation today? And Kairo's calling vanilla mains. Could very well be.
Possible.
When you work off expansions only, I mean, the game will drop them for you because you have them in your inventory, but it is not nearly as kind with the drops. And getting stuck in Elite Research and not able to get a drop is just awful.
Oh, I thought Storm was gonna do plasma processing puzzle.
Yeah, I thought so too, but just getting the scan dashes. Um, well, we don't have Ice Beam. We can't get into plasma processing.
Which is kind of weird. It's like, well, no, I get why, but
Just as
know,
weird
one
as
thing that-
needing the Ice Beam to open Elder Chamber after activating.
that
the
was what I
Plasma
was
Beam.
just gonna say. Why do you need Ice Beam to open up the plasma lock bomb thing? Hello.
It's so dumb. Reflecting pool. We were just talking about this. Nope. Saying nah. I'm gonna check Burning Trail first. Monitor station. Transport tunnel. We got a few more things to do in Magmore first.
Maybe K-Ross holding the Ice Beam. Just saying. Oh,
If you have it, KRAR, please put it back in the
People
game.
heard it.
These runners need it.
Grapple. We're just kidding.
Good
K-Ross.
room
Good to
for
see
it.
you.
Wait, is Storm going out of bounds here?
Yep.
I didn't even know there was an out of bounds. I've missed some of the more recent tricks because I haven't been playing this game as much recently. But so some of these tricks
I've
I'm
been
not
playing
as,
a lot of
as
Ratchet
familiar
and
with.
Clank Going Commando Randomizer. So I can completely understand that. I
just
thought
had
he
to-
looked like he was going out of bounds. It's good to
Yeah,
be doing
gave it a few
commentary
tries.
for Prime Rando again. Missed it. I've been working a lot on Sundays, doing a lot of Uber driving.
My Wii wasn't working properly. I think it was the power cord was dead after so long.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's the standby. I need to take that note that somebody put in the Discord about not letting it be on standby since Wii Connect is dead anymore. But anyway, all that to say, I finally got it up and running again.
That's
and
good.
stopped playing Remastered and started sequence breaking the heck out of a new file of Prime. So I need to
I get
familiar with some of these
remastered,
tricks.
and it's look, remastered is so good. The lack of scan dashing, not so much.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think that was an obvious patch, and I think that's just okay. We really want people to enjoy the remaster. Let's take some speedrunning tricks out. I think.
I think it was patched since Trilogy, right? Or the PAL version even.
Was
They
it?
had extra locks on stuff. Well, like in the player's choice version, for example, there is a lock on the Ice Beam door until you've gotten grapple, so you can't get Plasma Beam early. And they took scan dashing out of, I think it was Trilogy version, but you could still dash off of creatures. Like they took out scan dashing, but they didn't cap the horizontal speed, so you could use a seedling to still do early space jump. But what is that? Is that a suit? Phazon suit!
Phazon! Baby seed.
Wow.
Baby seed.
Oh, and that is a beautiful color, I have to say. I love that trail.
Ooh, that's like an icy blue. I like that.
It looks like Phazon. I mean, it legitimately
Yes, it
looks
does.
exactly like Phazon. She looks like Dark Samus.
Okay, so of all the Metroid games I've played, right? My favorite planet that I think still looks the most beautiful is Phase. That is such a really, really cool looking planet.
It really is.
As soon as you step off the ship and you just see the blacks and whites and that cyan blue. Cyan's my favorite color. And just the way, like, as soon as you get off the ship, the music sets the right tone, and you just see this beautiful looking scenery while knowing this is it, this is the last planet, the game's about to be over, and that's what you step into.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as you get on the planet, you vent all of your E-tanks. You know this is the final battle. It's win or bust here.
It's so cool.
I love how, like, once you've started that, you can't put it down. Like, Samus's gunship won't even recognize her because her body is so much Phazon at that point that her DNA is just corrupted. You can't get in your ship. There's no save stations. It is the final battle.
It's so cool.
Down in the fittingly named Sanctum.
Yep. I'm really, really interested in what Prime 4 is going to do and where that falls in the entire Metroid timeline.
Yeah, it's really curious because it's still a Prime title, but Phazon is gone. All Phazon in the galaxy is ended. So there is no Metroid Prime anymore. But as we all saw from the secret ending of of Prime 3, we're going to be exploring the relationship between Samus and Sylux. Which
yeah, and that
all
really
sorts
makes me
of theories
wonder:
on that.
is that going to be after Hunters in the timeline? Prime 4 after Hunters? That's going to be interesting.
Hunters was accurately placed to chronology. It took place between 1 and 2, right?
Oh, it did? I thought it was.
I'm
I thought
pretty
it was
sure.
3.
Uh,
I'd
I
have to go
thought
back and
it
watch the
took place
timeline
where
video.
it was. It was between Samus's trip to Ether and Talon.
Got it.
Between those two, I'm pretty sure. Okay, K-Roar
Well,
confirming that. Thank you.
so it's still taking place after Hunters. Just saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Fishing Boo Ice is not in check tool. Wrong game.
Yeah. So it looks like Storm heading to Farfen.
Yep.
No.
No. Do I have to play the seed?
At first, you showed up in the race time. I'm like, oh, you just decided to race it instead.
I was gatekeeping.
Okay, okay. So Storm heading to mid Chozo. I mean, there are some things to do here. We've got Magma Pool, Training Chamber, TCA, Fountain with Spider Standables. That's just an E-Tank. But I think you're right, WX fan. I really think that Farfen is gonna be the answer to most of our remaining questions.
It's quite possible. Just the way stuff laid out early, that's the only reason I was saying it. With how stacked Fen was, it really makes me think, now that we have a power bomb, something is behind that power bomb lock. Something could very well just be hanging out in back. There's the third one.
Oh, there's another
Did I
PB
say
expansion.
I don't think we're getting mains? Or they're very late?
There's 4 total, right? PB
Correct.
expansions. Oh, what did you just say?
Was that the fourth
That
one?
was mains and training chamber.
Ah! We're not getting those!
Nope. Nope. We don't need
We
that.
are not
But that
getting those.
I think that's the first time in a long time that I've seen a main item in training chamber. It seems like it's always dead. Randomania is self-aware. It's listening to us. We have to stop calling things, or it's just gonna keep denying.
Uh-oh. There's the... So what you're saying is Randomania was one of the first AIs. Oh, nice bomb jump from Storm.
Whoa, beautiful. Very well done, Storm. And first try gate skip.
Storm just showing
So
up.
Storm going to Flagra without Wave Buster. That's unfortunate. But doesn't want to leave this behind since Chozo has also been pretty loaded. And we're doing it forwards here. But we've got power bombs, we've got regular bombs, we've got space jump. This is not going to be an issue.
No issue whatsoever.
And jungle coming in as well, but going to be doing this backwards. We have supers and spider balls, so no issues there. We'll see if they're going to use the PBs to try to make it a quick fight. Storm already done. What was that on Flagra? I missed it. E. Okay, thank you. And let's see what's on Ghosts. I wonder, do you think we're going to be able to get out of this without having to do mines?
No, I'm just not sure. I doubt it.
Not
with the way
it's
this season's
possible, but you never know. it's possible to get everything you need without going into mines, but OP is an artifact, making that call. Could very well be. Neither of them have been to Talon at all, actually, now that I think about it. I was going to say they haven't been to Artifact Temple, but they haven't even gotten to the Overworld yet. Oh, that was rude. Ghost just boosted just out of the way of the supers. Very well done on jungle, not having to even let Flagra out of the seed. And we'll probably be doing the same thing here. Double E. Double E in the Sun Chamber. So we got Sun Chamber.
Or just the energy chamber.
Or the Energy Chamber, yeah.
Jungle Blast is catching up. Doesn't have phase on suit yet, but not like it's been a big deal. It has not been a big factor.
Crashed Frigate Artifact with Gravity on OP. Oh, that would be so rude. After the awesome start we got, that would just be mean.
That
But
sounds
again,
like
can't rule it out.
If Marin's correct, then we're gonna yeet Marin right out of the commentary booth. You heard me, Marin. We will yeet you out of the commentary booth. You can go back to playing your Prime 2 gimmick. No, I'm kidding. No, Divine.
Divine coming in
It
saying,
was
yeah,
a
I can
joke."
do that.
Why is Marin talking in third person? WX doesn't like it when Marin talks in third person, okay? WX does not like it when Marin talks in third person, even though Marin plays rent. WX isn't paying rent to be here. Okay, thank you!
PC doesn't like it when either of you talk in third person.
Oh, here we go. Somehow we're gaining viewers after all this. I have no idea how.
Do it for the content and for the commentary.
Of course. Let's see if Jungle Boss can execute the first time gate out, and does.
Well done. That one can be really tricky.
Ice
Spreader and Gathering. Love to see it.
Nicely done, Jungle
Now the
Boss.
seed isn't valid yet.
Nope, no
I
valid
haven't
seed
seen
yet.
Flamethrower.
Nope. Uncle Iroh's waiting for the WX food mention. I was
That's
casting
right,
a
Kira.
semifinals
Wrong
matchup
ice
in
power
Cap-
up.
Yeah, I was casting a semifinal in Cap.
Jungle's heading through Watery Hall.
Aaron says that's what you get for mentioning food. Restream pod got hungry and left.
It was just making lunch real quick.
Yeah, just stepped away.
Dang
It's
it.
making itself
You're
a
right, why
peanut
did you
butter
guys
and
mention
jelly
food? Now I'm
sandwich.
hungry. If they're both in a boss fight at the same time, I might go grab some pretzels. We'll see.
Ooh, pretzels, very nice. Nothing!
Oh! Ouch.
Chorizo dip? Ooh, that sounds good, Uncle Iroh. Very nice.
Alright, Storm heading into Far Chozo. And Jungle just found all of the nice expansions in Watery Hall. Probably heading the same direction if I had to guess. And I cannot get over that blue suit. It really looks like, I think that's what the Phazon suit should have looked like. I mean, the red and orange looks pretty cool too, but Phazon is just, Phazon's blue. I mean,
The
make
developers
it a
got
blue
it
suit?
right when they were designing it.
I love the aura that it has around it. And there is red phazon. I mean, that is a thing.
Another artifact. Chozo, 3 artifacts already.
That's 3 in Chozo. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Elder Chamber, Vanilla Artifact. Let's have Antechamber. No, Antechamber couldn't be an artifact because that would be really rude. Can't get out without Ice Beam. You think it could be Vanilla Ice? Somebody has said that before.
Antechamber could be ice because ice could still be anywhere they can get to.
Oh,
No, we're about to
yeah,
see one. Yeah, we. Storm, you can't get any check here. You have no ice beam.
Just wanted to do. Just wanted to get out of the room the regular way using the wave beam. I mean, it beats the UBJ. They still need to activate the bomb slots.
So I'm like, right, I gotta open up that thing.
Oh yeah, I can't phase through force fields.
Yeah, Storm forgot to do that before he dropped into the room.
All right, get ready. We're about to see what's on Antechamber.
Oh,
It is.
You didn't come from this way.
Ice Beam!
Ice.
K-Rar,
Ice
you
beam.
called it. Wow. Okay,
It's Vanilla Ice. I was gonna make a Vanilla Ice joke to K-Rar, but K-Rar did call it Vanilla Ice Beam inside an Antechamber.
And it
And that
beautifully
opens
leads
up the
to the
seed.
Root Cave elevator, so they are going to go see their artifact hints. We have Phazon Suit, all beams, and all ball upgrades 44 minutes in. If these are free artifacts, then we are well on our way to a very, very quick seed.
Oh, not only that, this is... Ice Beam is go mode.
It is.
That's
It
pure
really
go mode.
is.
Now watch there be an artifact that'll make a pirate, you're welcome.
I don't want to see it. I mean,
Fine,
mines is
artifact
my
on
least
PMT.
favorite location here, but
Fine,
you're not
artifact
making
on
this
PMT.
better. You're not
Artifact
making this
on,
better.
Boombox. Artifact in Vent.
Could we have artifact
K-Rar
on
sounds.
landing site, frigate crash site, and artifact temple maybe?
I mean, artifact at
And
K-Rar
then
sounds,
we're done in an hour and 5 minutes.
You get somewhere to be?
No, I do not. I am down for a 5-hour stream, but these runners have done really, really well today.
Marin took my joke and made it worse.
Artifact
I said
in
artifact in
house.
K-Rar's house is casual breaking and entering. Just kidding, K-Rar.
I put in a flamethrower required rule. Like, you have to validate the seed before you're allowed to
That
go do
should be
final
a tournament
bosses.
setting. That should be a tournament setting. Required flamethrower.
Okay, E-Tank on temple, so Storm,
K-Rar says
he's gonna check.
K-Rar says that he has a PC from '99. It's kind of an artifact. SCA. That sucks. Biohazard containment.
Oh no! So we have frigate required,
Yup.
and then we have security access A. That's not too bad. And was it main quarry, the other one?
I'm waiting for it to pull back up on stream. We are
I
late
thought it
on
was
stream.
main quarry. Oh,
Vault, Hive Mecha Furnace. It's Quarry, SCA, and Biohazard. So we're not going
So-
far into.
no, we are going to the first 3
mines.
rooms, and that's it. Mine's is very practically deleted. We have the first room and the second room, and that's all. And then you
Gravity
can
on
turn
OP
right back
could still be a
around.
thing. Just
But
saying.
we gotta find that elevator. We gotta find an elevator that'll take us there. It could be this one. Storm's checking it. Main quarry. I think you're right. I think the bot is self-aware. As we say, oh, darn it, we're missing something. It's like, okay, here. Three rooms and then get out. Yeah, exactly. By defeating the Metroid Prime anyway, Phazon on this planet isn't too much of a big deal. So we don't need to completely ruin the pirates' operations. Some of these guys are just trying to make a honest day's work.
They're just trying to make an honest living. Oh, nice. We're in mines.
All right, dropping down.
Marin says it's the speedrunner's tour of Phazon Mines. 3 rooms, then get out to the next one.
Jungle not so happy with where that ice beam was, but there's some frustration shots.
Jungle keeping pace with Storm.
Yeah, the only thing they're missing is the only big discrepancy is the Phazon suit. Jungle left that behind in Fendrana. No, not Fendrana. I'm sorry. That was in Triclops pit. Has Jungle
So
been
there's
through Magmore?
I have no idea, but there's some choice words being said over in the race time room about a half hour ago. Jungle Boss
hold on.
said,
I have that on it.
Jungle Boss said, "Who gen this? I have some things to say after the race."
Someone's like, which part? There's everything.
Jungle was like,
This is going to be a fun interview, I can already tell.
Greetings, racers who love Ice Beam. Alright, time for the last one. Go, Storm, go. Teleport into the frigate.
Doesn't have gravity suit, but please, this is Randovania. These guys don't need the
Fishing
gravity
Boo
suit.
says, could have also been, I'm so happy that I found it because I never expected it being here. Shots. From where Jungle Boss
Could
had
be.
that, the shots of, let's just call it excitement shots to finally find Ice Beam.
Yeah, sometimes it can be difficult to tell whether these are shots of, are you serious right now, or are you serious right now? Can't
They
quite
were
tell
the
the
I
tone
love Ice
sometimes.
Beam shots. Come on now.
Could be.
So happy to find Ice Beam.
Jungle hitting up Root Cave real quick. We've got Plasma, so we need to do that out of bounds, although I'm sure they wouldn't have any problems with it. Wave Buster in Root Cave! Alright. I love that item. I think it might be my favorite in the game, Wave Buster.
And now you all can enjoy the third best music in the game, the crashed frigate music.
Third best.
Third best.
What are 1 and 2, in your opinion?
Magmore is 1, and second is Farfen.
Okay. It's a fair ranking.
Boop, 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 boop.
It was in, Triclops pit, cheeseburger.
Cheeseburgers.
Now I want a cheeseburger.
Oh, Cheeseburger is actually in chat. Hi, Cheeseburger. Is this former Ring of Honor legend Cheeseburger?
And there's X-Ray for jungle. Okay. I mean, we know that OP isn't required, but each of them only have one visor, so they'll be tied in terms of what they have for
Liquid.
essence.
Doot, 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 doot.
Alright, here's biohazard containment. We're just jumping under the water. This is where the hopper used to be, somehow transformed into an artifact. Not going to talk about that, and I don't think this will be a warp to start. It's so much faster to just go out the way we came in. And then we're going to see final bosses from Storm. That is...
Boss.
Have boost ball, so Meta Ridley's not an issue. And then we might be a little delayed on Essence, but not a big deal. We have one visor, we're fine. Did it freeze on Jungle's end? Oh no, it's still raining. Maybe they're writing down the artifact.
Yep, they're just hanging out, having a grand old time. Everybody's still racing. Again, 5 people competing in today's Community Weekly.
Oh, I thought we might have a high 5, but Jungle's going back to Artifact Temple to Mines first, which makes sense.
You got it. You got to be comfortable doing gravity-less frigate.
Especially Reactor Core.
The elevator, especially.
Wait a minute. Jungle doesn't have thermal. Are they
Nope.
able to activate the terminals?
I mean, if you know where they are, you should be able to shoot them regardless.
Okay, I didn't know if that was something that was locked in the original game or PAL.
I don't think so.
You can just shoot him as long as you're aiming correctly. Okay. Trilogy changed that? Okay, I thought there might have been something, they changed it in one of the versions where you actually had to have the visor, but not in NTSC. No, this is held together with duct tape and some
Paper clips.
string.
Duct tape, string, paper clips, paper mache.
And a little prayer. Alright, Storm taking an ammo refill and health save at the ship at 55 minutes.
Hooray!
And Jungle, meanwhile, about to get 2 artifacts in rapid succession, then head into Frigate. I would definitely qualify it as a baby C, but there are some tricks that you have to be pretty comfortable with in order to do it in the most optimal way. Alright, there's Meta Ridley using the final Smash Bros. Costume option. 50,000 damage per frame there with the boost ball. And let's see if the second phase is as nice. So far, yes. No way. I think that was probably the fastest Ridley that is possible to do. Flyby skip, boost ball into the knees, and not a single charge. That was phenomenal. All 5 racers still in progress. And Jungle is doing Frigate Climb here? Maybe just wants to check Overgrown Cavern first before heading in, but they're in go mode.
Yeah. Again, gravity suit would have been
75
nice if it was right there.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, okay. Definitely makes sense to check. But just a miss, unfortunately. Oh, Phazon suit. You're right, KR. I keep forgetting. Jungle doesn't have the Phazon suit. It's going to need to go back to Magmor to get it. Alright. Subchamber 2, I believe?
Yep, Subchamber 2.
Alright, very good job, Jungle, getting these scan points from memory. And also not having the gravity suit also does fog up your visor a little bit, so it's not quite as clear. But I think that's 3 of them, and then the last one is up by the door. Well done. And I think that's 1 ice spreader. Or a few charged ice beam shots.
And that's it.
We are on to Essence. We're just gonna stand on this route here so that those shockwaves can't get to us. Trying to picture this like from Metroid Prime's perspective, just Samus standing on the route. Dang it, my one attack can't even get there.
Each racer has 1 visor headed into the final. Where was Phazon? Magmor?
Yeah, it was in Triclops Pit.
Right, that's what I thought. Figured it was Magmor. So maybe Jungle has never been to Magmor in this race.
I don't think they have. All right, Storm getting some pool cancels here. I can't tell from the health bar, but it might be a 3 pool. Just take out those pesky hunters real quick. Is it going to be a 3 pool? It might. Looked good. And that is time.
GG's.
1:02:21.
GG's. Nicely done.
Very well done. Storm coming in first of the 5 racers. But the other 4 are still racing.
Right.
Alright, Jungle has all 6 artifacts and just needs this Phazon suit, so if I were in his shoes, I would probably go do Ridley and get the area hint.
Absolutely.
There's nothing else on the way that's easy enough to check. And they have a Magmore elevator easy at hand if they warp to start. Or they could look for one in Talon, but I don't think there is a Talon to Magmore directly. Maybe Great Tree Hall. I think Great Tree might have had one. And there's Zoid. Senior Engineer, Zoid Kirsch. For those of you who don't know, that developer was responsible for the programming of the incinerator drone, hence why it's sometimes known as Zoid to us. And I heard a rumor in a different race that it actually like legally changed his name.
Did he?
Zoid.
Nice.
Unsubstantiated, but I did hear that rumor, and if he did, that is it's a good move.
Oh, we're just hanging out back in the frigate crash site as Jungle Boss makes his way on out.
And we're gonna get to see. We saw where Flamethrower was, and we saw where Grapple. The only item we have no idea where it is Gravity Suit. We'll be able to see that on Storm's side in a few minutes.
So.
Yesterday was Echo's 21st birthday. Well, happy late birthday to Echoes.
Storm, welcome in. GG's, congratulations.
Hello, thank you.
Well done.
What'd you think of that seed? And
what a seed!
More importantly, happy ice beam finding.
Yeah, that was kind of the one problem in that seed. I mean, the seed itself wasn't that bad. Like early fence start with like the little puzzle. That's not the first time I've seen seeds be like that on alternate. But the ice beam is the one that really ended up being a doozy. That last location did, of course. Cost a lot of time.
Well, Fen was loaded from the start. You guys were getting all your ball upgrades, various suit, started with 2 of the beams. Yeah.
This just was a nice beam.
And I think the only item we didn't see was Gravity Suit from either of you, and it was in Life Grove. Okay. We were wondering if Mines was going to be cut out halfway through, and it turns out we only needed 2 rooms of it.
didn't have to do much there.
No, not at all.
It's like as soon as you have S-Beam, as long as you found the Phaeton suit, I guess that was the one thing that was nice about me finding Ice-Beam later, is that I ended up clearing back more, and yeah, Phaeton suit was there and Triclops Pit. But yeah, as long as you have that, and you find the Ice-Beam, it's just straight up to artifacts. And from there, all the artifacts are nearby the landing site, so... The only annoying part was getting down to the frigate and then back up with a grab. Takes a bit of time, it's a bit annoying. And since like the starting location is pretty far away from landing site actually, so it was not worth safe warping from the frigate. So it was better to go all the way back up. Like
Right.
Takes forever.
Right. Some of these elevators were a little bit tricky to route. Magmore was accessible at first, but not until you had the power bomb, and like you said, it was a bit of a trek to landing site.
Yeah, because I think the elevators to Talon World, they were like reflecting pool. Both the elevators that go to Phazon Mines, so can't really get there from the spawn. And the other two, I think, which were in Shoes of Ruins or Magmore, I don't remember, they went to the Great Tree Chamber, which means you still had to trek through the frigate. So yeah, that really
Exactly,
wasn't a good option.
IGT of 57 minutes, sub-hour. I think you guys had all your ball upgrades and all of your beams in like 44 minutes or something. It was a little ridiculous, honestly. But always love to see fighting Thardus with the plasma beam.
Yeah, that was a mistake, but I missed the Thardus. Like I played sloppy, fell in a bunch of rooms I shouldn't have. I haven't been playing as much recently, and yeah, I just missed the Thardus skip. So yeah, Thardus fight.
Well, it made sense at the time. We were honestly running out of checks. I thought Thardus was going to be something, but then get a missile on Thardus and then a Metroid in Qmon. It's a little rude.
Yeah, I was thinking it was probably the way towards the elevator that mattered, so I didn't want to skip Thardus. It's a long check. I wasn't really thinking there was going to be something on it, and it wasn't. I just missed the skip.
Well, you could have
minutes down.
You could like warp to start, but then like you said, you'd be so far away from landing site if you last locationed it. So
yeah,
probably a good idea to just get it done in that minute.
How is Jungle doing?
Jungle is on the second phase of Ridley right now.
Nothing suits, I guess, going for the hint.
Yeah, it needs to get the hint to go back to Magmore. Both of you guys had a phenomenal Ridley. You had flyby skip, boost ball, and then not a single charge. Jungle just finished off Ridley. Not a single charge from Ridley in that entire fight. So it was honestly like a 3-minute fight. It was incredible. I
think that was
quickly.
Outside of the early plasma shots, which I kind of messed up. That was about as good as it could be. I was also happy with my Exo and my Essence fight. It might have been some of the fastest final bosses I've ever done, actually. So at least one thing I did okay in the seed. Because I was just playing sloppy in all the places.
The Jungle just got the hint and is warping to start to take the Phendrana elevator to Magmore debris. And it's in Triclops Pit, so we're going to have to go through most of Magmore to get that. But all these racers are still fighting for second. Everyone else is still in progress. Anything we didn't touch on you wanted to mention, WX fan? Oh, we got Storm here.
No, you guys covered it.
Jungle just entering shorelines. So we're gonna see through workstation. I think we've talked about this before, but I don't believe Jungle's been to Magmore yet.
Nope.
So it's gonna have to do all of those checks along the way. Have to check workstation, monitor station, maybe even Warrior Shrine on the way to Triclops Pit. But once they find it, that burning trail elevator. Where does the burning trail elevator lead to?
I think it went to reflecting pool. No, that wasn't the case. I actually forgot where it went. I think it was Great Tree Chamber actually, like lower order.
Okay,
Monitor station went
Great
to
Tree
reflecting pool.
Chamber. So would it be faster to go back through Frigate backwards, or I don't know. I'm trying to
I think
remember all these
fastest.
elevators. What's the
I think
fastest way
fastest
back
would be to
after
go
Triclops?
back to Monitor station, go to reflecting pool, and take the other reflecting pool elevator to Root Cave. I think that's way faster than trying to reverse frigate that grab.
Okay.
Especially as doing reverse frigate that grab, you have to do the boost jumps, and then after that you need to get the trick where you kind of wait for a while to float up. That's very slow.
Okay, and Jungle's doing geothermal core now. So we will get to see what's in plasma processing. We know it's not a major. But we saw mains in oh, was it nothing? Okay. We saw that mains was in training chamber. I think it's the first time I've seen a major item in training chamber. It's always been just a missile and we skip it. But by that point, you already had three power bombs. So
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do the fight active
or
and the
training
little
chamber.
puzzle. There's already 3 power bombs that were gonna be worth it.
Plasma processing, yeah.
Yeah, there is an E-tank. Would you have done training chamber for the mains if you only had one? Or still worth risking
might
it
have,
with the drop
honestly.
system in Prime?
Yeah, 1 power bomb, especially if you end up having to do lower mines. Not very comfortable, so might have considered doing it then. But 3 was plenty.
Okay. Yeah, 3 is plenty. But the Prime drop system can be evil sometimes.
It can really be. For rando and speedruns alike. There are some places in the mines you really don't want to be out of power bombs on.
Elite research, anyone? If you can't break the glass to fight,
Yeah, I've done that
fight
one.
Philip.
I have lost speedruns and poly randos to not having a power bomb down there. Not a good time. Because from there, I think the best way to get bombs back is the crates in security access. And you might have to do the whole fight to get there.
I was gonna say the Shadow Pirates.
I'm not even sure they even drop anything at all.
I don't think they can because I just lost I was on a personal pace and lost a run the other day because I got there and realized I was at 0 and I was like, no! And I reloaded the room like 20 times to fight the normal pirates in Elite Research and the Shadow Pirates in the access room and just couldn't get anything. So it was rough.
Been there, done that. It's very frustrating.
Alright, Jungle picking up Grapple Beam.
Yeah, grapple bait.
Or I thought so, but I was trying to do... I didn't know there was an out of bounds in Fiery Shores from that catwalk. Is that something recent, or is that used in very specific circumstances?
It's just a peak. It lets you look at the upper Fiery Shores. It's a very useful peak.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I hadn't seen that before.
Like you want to position yourself like at the right place, and if you jump, you just kind of clip the camera through, and you can actually see the item. Kind of worth always doing, basically. Especially if you don't have bombs.
Yeah.
You can at least like know what's there.
Alright. Jungle picking up the E-Tank and transport access. Probably gonna check in Warrior Shrine real quick. I think Triclops will be the next check. Yep, missiles. Take a quick lava bath here and monitor access. And there we are in Triclops Pit. So we'll be back to Root Cave. Oh, what was it in Storage Cavern here? In Magmore, is it Storage Cavern or Storage Cave? Security Cave, whatever the room right off
Storage
Triclops Pit
Cavern.
is. Yeah, I couldn't see it.
I think it was a nothing. Just it was a really dark
Was it
red,
nothing?
so it blended with the background, but it was nothing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it blended in. I'm like, is there anything there? It looked like it was empty for a second.
Yeah, it was like a very dark red color.
Okay, and Jungle is taking that reflecting pool elevator.
That's what makes the most sense here, really.
Alright, back in Talon. Already done Ridley, so probably another 10-ish minutes on Jungle side. As Wave Buster and Ice Spreader. You guys had opposite visors. You had thermal but no X-ray, and Jungle has X-ray but no thermal.
Oh, I'm curious where X-ray was.
It was in the chat. I need to scroll up. Anyone else remember where X-ray was?
Nope.
Offhand?
It kind of just popped up on the tracker. I have no idea where it was.
KR noted when it happened, but alcove. Oh, that's right. It was in alcove, right next
That's
to
kind of sad.
Root
I
Cave.
did not bother looking at it. That made no difference though, because my essence fight X-ray phase. I did about as well as I could do, so that ended up not mattering.
Yeah, 3 pool. 3 pool, I think. It was really well done.
Yeah, they managed a 3 pool. This animation cancels when you don't have devices for the hotter spot.
Also talking about your color palette choice. When you were in Morph Ball mode, and honestly, like between Morph Ball shifting the animations, the blue, you looked like Dark Samus. I mean, it was a really awesome color choice. I love that light blue coloration, and the Morph Ball just looked sick with that HUD option.
Yeah, I enjoyed quite a bit with the blue. I still find it a bit strange they went for that orange color in the little game. I guess because of that orange phase on there.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Like, Phazon's blue. What? I'm not quite sure. I mean, there is red Phazon. Maybe there's a nod to that, or maybe blue looked too close to something else. But yeah, the Phazon core, or the Phazon in Impact Crater is the only place we see red Phazon. Getting bullied by Jack a little bit here. Oh, I think Jungle's leading it into the core access. Is there an out of bounds here? I know there's one up, but is there one here as well? Oh no, just putting both Jack and Jill in the core access tunnel and then going back to do the climb.
Oh, that's the way
Because
to
they
get rid of
won't
them.
respawn since they're
Talk about
technically
putting
still
them in
loaded.
timeout.
That's so funny. I never even thought about doing that because yeah, they're not unloaded, so they won't respawn in the core. But this way, you can just not have to deal with them. That's funny.
Yeah, talk about what do you call it? Putting them in timeout.
The next book from Galactic Federation: How to Properly Discipline Your Pet Metroid. No, Metroids are not pets. Metroids are not for target practice. Stop feeding the Metroids. I think anyone caught in non-compliance loses half their rations. You're right, sorry. That was in Echoes. The pirate scans in both games were phenomenal, though. I think this one has the death to all who oppose us on one of their computers. And the legendary Morph Ball chat. Or not chat, Morph Ball log. It's very interesting when their tests for the Morph Ball were so disastrous, and yet most of their facilities require the Morph Ball to get through. I don't know if they're just crawling the whole way. Come on, Prime, can you stand still? We only have 75 missiles. It's still exactly unclear on where exactly Prime came from, how it got in the crater. There's conflicting stories based on the retcons from the original NTSC and the trilogy version. But Squatter's rights, yeah, I guess it was here first, and we're just invading its home. We're just messing with the ecosystem everywhere. We were saying how we ousted Thardus from Quarantine Cave, which was probably originally the home of the Sheegoth, since that's what's thereafter. But it's okay. The ecosystem's already been messed up from the phazon in the first place. All right, we're on to Essence. I think we have 2 power bombs, 13 missiles. Should be more than enough. Ow. Fishing a little bit here. I think we found essence. There we go. Back in combat visor. Use hyper mode to finish off those Metroids real quick. Power bomb ammo. Not being nice with the drops. And for like the 5th time in this race, as we say something, the game just decides to do it, giving us a power bomb drop. And Jungle Boss finishing the time of 1:29.55, and I believe that's 2nd place.
And that is GG Jungle Boss, 2nd place. Official time of 1 hour, 29 minutes, and 55 seconds. Jungle Boss
And writing
says
in the race room
BGs.
chat, I hate this game.
You got it.
See if we can get them in here.
Cookies.
Bye.
Hello, hello. GG's.
GG. I'm mad.
It couldn't have been about that ice beam. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Holy. Yeah.
There were some parts of these seed that were baby, and there were some parts that were just like, really? Did you have to do that,
Yeah.
man?
Yeah. Good. Good. Yes, exactly. That's. Anyway, yeah. PGs. Yeah.
That's both runners on stream. You guys coming in first and second. The other 3 racers are still in progress.
Yeah.
I got nothing. That was an interesting seed.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a message.
Definitely quite the seed. We had
Yeah.
some really interesting elevator locations. You guys both had a fantastic Ridley fight, not a single charge, boost ball. That was over in a matter of minutes, if not seconds. But what a starting location. Fen being loaded,
Yes,
and then
indeed.
kind of having to hunt down the rest of what you need.
So, and I'm going to.
Okay, so Jungle Boss is saying
Yeah.
that it's easier for him to type, so it's going to be easier to explain. Basically, spent a ton of time in Fen, failed Thar to skip on redo, and wasted a ton of time in Chozo. I wouldn't call any of it
Yeah.
a waste.
It was the waste. It's, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I definitely think you had a really good showing. I think
Yeah,
it's just the
true.
fact you didn't touch Magmore till late.
Yeah. Yeah. Aside from that, I believe it was nice.
Mm-hmm. What do you all think, Mr. PC?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it was kind of pivoting or routing.
Yeah.
Very difficult to route at first, but then we kind of got an idea of where we wanted to go. No one needed the
Yeah.
gravity suit. No one picked up the
True.
flamethrower. A little bit sad there, but that's okay.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, it's all right. It was in research core. It makes sense.
Yep.
No reason to bother shutting the whole
Mm.
shutting out the lights on all the pirates. They're just trying to get their logs written so they can go home.
True.
So Jungle is saying that this was Jungle's first time touching the game in a while. What did you say about
Yeah.
About 2 months. Very
Yeah.
well showing. I mean, that was very well done, especially if you think you were rusty. That was great.
Absolutely.
Yep, indeed. Okay. I think it is something to yeah, true. Yes.
Yeah, Marianne, that's true.
Yes, and yeah.
We were wide open because we kept getting, just when we thought we'd only have a few rooms left to check, you had plasma beams, so it could get space jump boots immediately.
Yeah.
Morph ball in Fen Canyon, and then we were basically just hunting power bombs at that point. And Chozo finished up the roundup for us. It was a very
I
fun
got nothing
seed.
else. PC, what about you?
No, very fun seed. Both the runners did really good here. I'll pass it over to them if they have anything else they wanna say. And WX, you can do our sign off for us.
Sounds good.
Anything else, Storm, Jungle Boss?
No,
Nope,
I
okay, just
believe
GG's.
it's fine. Yeah, she did.
Excellent. We thank you all so much for joining us here for this Prime Weekly. Pleasure to be back. PC, thank you for the co-commentary. Marion, thank you so much for the tracking. The Storm, Jungle Boss, Marion, PC, I'm WXFan21, saying we will see you next mission. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.